Hey, look at how fast our city is growing, building more cars and so many new malls. But have you noticed how crowded everything is getting? It's like there's barely any space left. And what about all the trees we used to see on our way to school? Well, with more people comes more urbanization. Villages are turning into towns, towns into cities, and cities into metro cities. But where are all the trees going? Urbanization isn't just about more people or buildings. It's also about losing natural spaces like forests and farmlands to make way for roads, factories, and houses. It makes me wonder, is there a limit to how much we can keep building and expanding? As you can see, population growth and urbanization majorly impact our environment. When we build more, we lose natural vegetation, leading to environmental degradation. But that's not all. Let's think beyond buildings. What else happens when cities grow? We use more resources, right? Like water, electricity, and fuel. And don't forget the household stuff. More clothes, furniture, gadgets. It feels like everyone wants more of everything these days. Exactly. More people and higher living standards mean a greater demand for resources. But here comes the tricky part. Most of the resources that we use are non-renewable. Can anyone explain what that means? Well, non-renewable resources are those resources that once used can't be replaced easily. For example, fossil fuels, oil, coal, and natural gas. And when we exploit these resources too much, we are at risk of running out. Even renewable resources like forests or fresh water can take a long time to recover if we are not careful. So, how can we solve this problem? Do you think this can be done by stopping the development of cities and using resources? That sounds impossible. People need homes and jobs after all. You're right. We can't stop progress, but we can change how we develop. This is where the idea of sustainable development comes in. Sustainable development is about meeting our needs without compromising the ability of future generations to meet theirs. So, it's like a balance. We can develop, but we have to be mindful of the impact. There are a few key ways we can achieve sustainable development. First, we need to reduce our excessive use of natural resources. Second, we must recycle and reuse resources whenever possible. And lastly, we should shift to renewable energy sources like solar and wind power. Recall that thoughtful, gradual actions are the first steps towards sustainable development. By accepting responsibility, we can safeguard our resources for the next generations. Let's start working on your projects now.